Hi there, Dr. Vicki Lemfer here with the Shift Happens channel. Manifesting money, is it really that easy? Well, we're going to get into that, but before we do, if you could like, share, and comment, and we can build this community. I want to help you, and you help me just as much as I help you. So if you want to have a one-on-one coaching session, my information is below, but it's also at Shifthappenslifecoaching at gmail.com. All right, so let's get into this. Energetically, we are manifesting money. That doesn't sound so fun, does it? You just want to put it in the bank, right? We want it to fall. We want it to grow on trees. Well, it can, right? You are the tree, right? And so how do we do that? Listen, it's all about getting in the state, and we all know about how to develop that self-concept, but so often, especially with money, we have so many different limiting beliefs that we grew up with. You know, money doesn't grow on trees. That's only for the certain amount of people. We didn't grow up rich, so therefore, how would you know how to become rich? There's all kinds of different things that have kind of obstructed our pathway to getting that money. And all of it is dealing with lack. Oh, I'm not worthy of receiving, or I don't know how, or that's only for certain people. It's not for me. I'm not special enough, right? And so how do you break those barriers? I'm always going to tell you, stop thinking about it so much, right? It is no different than sports or theater. When you try too hard, it just doesn't happen. Like, think about this. All right, so let's take theater. You practice your lines, you practice with the people, you memorize your lines, you start to really get your voice into it, you really become that role, right? Well, then it comes time for the stage time and show time, so to speak. And so you get up there and you just let it go. But right before, you might get that little sensation of, oh my gosh, do I really know what I'm doing? And all of a sudden it just takes over. All that practice and all that time of memorizing and working with your colleagues on stage, it just automatically happens. Because what happens? You don't think about it. It's when you start thinking about it. And sometimes, have you ever caught yourself, whether you're on stage or maybe you're in sports or maybe you're in a meeting and you're leading a meeting and you're going really well, and then all of a sudden you're like, blah, 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 blah. It happens on this videos quite often. I don't edit these things, so you'll see me stumble around and it's like, oh my gosh, my mind is spinning. It's like, where am I going? Where am I going? And then you just take a deep breath and just calm down and just go with the flow. Well, getting in that flow is so important. And it's a practice. It's a practice from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep. And what do I mean by that? You practice being in the moment. You practice states of appreciation. You practice getting up and saying, universe, this is going to be a great day. Show me some great miracles today, you know? And you just look around your house and say, I appreciate my bike. I appreciate my TV. I appreciate my couch. This is so great. This is a beautiful apartment. I love my life. This is everything. When you start getting into that, literally, you will feel, I call it the spirit kind of going through you, or I call it even the Christmas feel. If you celebrate Christmas, that Christmas morning you're waking up and you're like, oh, I can't wait to open up presents, or your birthday and you're getting presents and you get that excitement. You can really conjure up that excitement when you're just right in the moment in a state of appreciation. And that just lends itself to, you know, anytime you just get in the practice of every time there's a negative thought, I get in that practice of being aware, acknowledge that negative thought. I don't try to shove it. I don't try to ignore it. I just let it flow and then go, Victoria, you remember who you are, right? You are one with Source. You are Source. I just tell myself, I'm Source. I got this. Source is working through me as me. Powerful. If you really get in the habit of doing it, miracles will unfold. And really, the manifestation is all within. So if you feel abundant, you will walk in abundance, and all of a sudden, abundance will appear. And this happens. This happened to me all the time. So I would say probably the last month, I really have been kind of, you know, dabbling and really focusing my attention on manifesting money. And I was just kind of being playful and fun, and I was just looking at things. I would look at things and say, not my actual bank account. I would look at other things and think, oh, money's coming in, money's coming in. Wow, I'm going to create this. I'm going to create this. And I felt pretty good. I was like, no, I've got thousands in the bank. I got thousands. And so, and I lived my life like it. And I had states of appreciation. I just knew I was flowing. Money flows easily to and through me. And so everything was going great. And I looked at my bank account and I was like, wow, I'm doing pretty well. And then, some things happened and I was like, ooh, I was doing just fine. But the minute all of a sudden I was like, you still got a couple weeks of the month left. Oh my gosh. And trust me, I was in a fine place, but all of a sudden I had this lack, and it's a fear. Oh, you're going to fall off that cliff. You're going to fall off the cliff. And the minute I did that, I started spending money. I couldn't stop myself. And it was like, oh my gosh, I need to do this. And really, I was spending money all the time. But before, I was just like, oh, this is good. It's going to come and receive. Oh, I am abundant, And I would almost like play with it and go, when I spent money like at the grocery store, I'm like, oh, I'm getting that money back. This is really cool. This money is going to me. And this money these groceries are helping my health, my energy, and everything. And I just would do blessings throughout the day. And then again, I wasn't really even looking at my bank account, but I knew in my head, I was like, well, I got a pretty decent amount. I looked and it was good, but I thought, for some reason, I second guess and go, oh my gosh, careful. You got a couple weeks of the month left. You want to stay at this amount. You don't want to go below this amount. And then I kept spending money and I was like, oh my God, I gotta stop. And then I just got anxious and boom, 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 boom. And then I just stopped myself. And I said, you know what? Money comes to me, through me. Money is energy. Money is love. I am love. I am energy. And then I just let it go. I didn't panic. Okay. I minded for a second. I was like, oh, I gotta stop these negative thoughts. Oh my God, I'm gonna manifest. I'm gonna manifest. And it's like, stop. You are fine. You are fine. Things are flowing to you, through you, as you. And I was just fine at the end of the month. I was just fine. I just had that moment. And honestly, when I say, we manifest, it is truly within. I don't even look at the 3D. It is all about how you feel. And so that panic feel did not feel good. Did not feel good. I still was okay because I readjusted and aligned with myself. Because when you practice the state of knowing who you are source, you are one with source, right? When you practice that and you practice being in the state of appreciation, I'm telling you, those moments of panic shorten. The negative self-talk shortens. And you manifest. The manifestation is within. I know that doesn't sound fun, but it will show up. It will show up. Just change your story. When you encounter negative emotions, breathe through it, let it go, and remember who you are. All right? So manifesting money is easy. It really is. All right? It's all energy. So let me know if you've manifested energetically money and abundance. Help support us. We love to help each other out. Again, one-on-one coaching, Shifthappenslifecoaching at gmail.com. Information is below as well. So like, share, and comment. I love you. We'll see you next time. Thanks.